Hey everybody! Hello, hello, hello. I I feel like it's been forever since I've done a Facebook Live. My goodness, I'm a little bit nervous. Man, when is the last time I did a live? Um, I have been hibernating like a bear in this last little bit. In fact, I feel like I barely started coming in to the New Year's energy. Hi, Tina. How are you? I don't know if any of you are like that, but I really believe that one can sort of um, look at, take stock, and realign at any point in time. My new year begins generally around my birthday, which is in March, and but there is an energy at this time of year that we can take advantage of. And whenever I really, like a couple days ago, I kind of went, oh, it's the new year. Hello. And so I'm really excited to, I just feel like I'm vibrating, like there's just stuff that wants to come through and come out of me. And I don't know how many of you are feeling like that. It has been a long time. Jen, oh my goodness. Marianne, Tina, uh, Susanna, I think I'm saying that right. I hope I'm saying that right. But I want to talk today about something that I've been experimenting with. While I've been caving out, I've been experimenting. And I've been experimenting with this, with the energy of quest. Now, we see this all the time in the movies, the hero's journey. Frodo, he goes on this quest and then he finds his strength and he finds his magic. And I think it's interesting that the word quest is inherent in the word question. It's the root of the word question. It is to seek, to ask, and to adventure. That is what quest means. And one of the things that I've never been a fan of New Year's resolutions. I love finding my word of the year and finding that energy that I'm cultivating and that I'm moving towards. And after discovering what I have with this game I've created called Quest, I have found a really fun, powerful way to up level, to change the game card to something beyond, like just engaging in the universal magic every single day. And so quests are kind of an interesting thing, right? Because if you look at any kind of quest, any kind of hero's journey, right? It's like there is this sort of unsuspecting dude like Frodo, and he's and then this wizard comes in and like, you got to go find this ring, and he's like, yee. And how many of us feel like that when we get the calling, when we get a calling for something different, something bigger, something extraordinary? Now let me talk about callings for a minute, okay? Because we all get calls all the time from the universe, like, hello. This is the universe. What have you done for me lately? And one of the things that can initiate us into a quest is like a burning desire. And that burning desire can be like, you know what? I'm tired of sitting on this couch. I'm going to go grab me a life. A desire could be for more money. But know that every desire is saying, I want more life. That's what a desire is saying. The desire is saying, there's magic to be activated. Because I'm going to tell you right now, it has nothing to do with what you desire. Like, the universe gives a crap whether you create $1 billion or a car or change consciousness or all of that. Here's the thing. What the universe cares about is that we are being everything we came to be, because when we are that, everything changes. The resources are available for us to up level, for us to change, for us to heal, to whatever. So the desire is actually our capacities and the universe calling us to more, calling us to our greater self. That's what desire is, and that's where it comes from. How cool is that? Now, problem is a lot of us have buried our desires, or we have been implanted or programmed with what we think we should desire. Like, oh, well, everybody in the advertisement has a bikini and looks like this and has a new car, and that's what I should desire. Okay? That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about that thing that's so deep inside you, right? But most of us have buried it, or there's like all this programming on top of it. But when we're living open-heartedly, we can experience our deepest desires. We can allow that energy to move through us and like, oh my God, I really want this, right? And that could be a call from the universe. But if we're not listening to our desires, the universe will find a way to wake us up. It'll find a way to give us a call, you know? So when I think I was 30 or 29, and I had been in a long string of car accidents, and I hadn't quite figured out it was me yet. And I got in this accident that totaled my car, and it was a really bad accident. And I ended up in a chiropractor's office. I'd never done chiropractic before. And he had a massage therapist, Reiki master in that office. And I'm telling you, she would work on me, and stuff would happen, and things would come into my awareness that I had no idea about. And I know that I had a couple of different big calls to what is truly my quest on this planet, which is for us to be self-actualized, for us to know that anything is possible. Like, these are the quests that were inside of me all along, right, to have in my life. But I couldn't see them because of trauma. I couldn't see them because of other people's interesting ideas of what my quest should be. And so the universe is consummate in that it is always going to be tapping us and saying, hey, would you like to play bigger, or would you like to play more? And so I'm going to get to, because there's this process that I've developed and that I'm inviting you to, is called Quest, Gamifying Resolutions. And every day for 30 days, you're going to get a game card. And this game card is going to help you track messages from the universe. That's one of the things it's going to do. I'll talk more about that in just a sec. But sometimes the call to awakening looks like bad news, looks like a car accident. I had one of my best friends die in a drunk driving accident, and then I got in a really bad accident, and it was my call. It was my call to a mythic adventure, right? And when you get the call, and when you say yes to the call, and when you step into the unknown, you step out of the 3D reality, and you step into the mystical. You step into the magical. You step into another realm where you have access to powers and potencies you didn't know you had. Now, there's always challenges on Quest, right? We wouldn't watch Star Wars. We wouldn't watch Lord of the Rings and all of those sort of mythic adventures if they just said yes and then everything worked out great. But when we create goals and targets and intentions, we tend to do that. We tend to go, okay, I'm going to have this universe, and our first or second challenge, we're out. This must mean that I suck, or I can't do it, or whatever. The average amount of time people hold on to the New Year's resolutions is 3 days. So it's a no working because it's taken in a linear fashion. It's taken like, okay, I'm going to do this, and it's going to work out perfectly, and I'm never going to be challenged, and if I'm challenged, then I must meant not to do it. No, when you're on a quest, you expect challenges, but you're ready for them. You're ready for them. You're ready for them to activate, like, who you are, your capacities, your gifts. And I've been playing this game with myself and the universe for the last couple months, and actually I introduced it initially in a very basic form to a mastermind I ran last year called Beyond Mastermind, and they all had a lot of fun with it. And then I took it and deepened it and developed it into what is going to be launched on February 1st called Quest. So we get the call. That call can come inside, that call can come outside, okay? And then we say yes at some point. We gather our allies, and then we start taking action. But we have to develop our listening, because when you make a quest, When you say, hey, universe, I'm doing this. What's it going to take to have this? You just engaged in a dance. And the universe is like, okay, I got you. There's some shit you're going to have to let go of. There's some shit you're going to have to step into. There's some stuff you're going to have to step up about. But I got you. And the allies come. The people we're meant to quest with come. The seen and unseen, right? Visible and invisible. And off we go into a whole new world of activating. And the thing about it is that change requires risk. Change requires risk, period. But it's in that risk that activation occurs. So a lot of people know about how the body works, right? You cannot develop muscle unless you activate that muscle, and that muscle is activated through movement, right? It's no different in the energetic spiritual realm. You have to move to activate. You have to act. You have to do something to activate. Now, it's already inside us. Everything is already inside us. So the quest is not about finding something outside. It's really about seeing who we are inside and seeing everything organizing in our behalf. It is freaking magic, people. All right, so I'm just gonna, Natalie, come quest. Amy, hello, Andrea, hello, Kathleen, Gabby. Wow, hi everybody. Thanks for posting my post. Thank you, Miriam. Okay, so where was I? Are you guys excited? What is your quest? And here's the thing. There is something that all of us have been questing for our entire life, whether we knew it or not. And if you look at your life, and just take a moment and do that right now. If you look at your life and you look at the timeline of your life, all of the wins, all of the challenges, all of the failures, all of the fall down, go booms, all of the bullshit has all been part of bringing you to yourself, bringing you to your magic, bringing you to your potency, bringing you to the person that you're meant to be. Every single one. Linda, hi. Oh my God, I love you. She's my Aries friend, my Aries Hendrix friend. I haven't seen you forever. Hello. So, when you make that quest conscious, when you start letting it rise, number one, it's a hell of a lot more fun than the 2x4s or some of the calling cards that the universe could have for us from time to time. And the universe is not being mean. It's just, it has, the wake-up call has to be equal to how far in the sand our head is. So your head's only a little bit in the sand. Wake up. Your call to action, your call to adventure could be just a little tap. But if your head's buried, 4 feet in, you're going to need something a little bit more dynamic to arouse you. So I believe that this whole last year has been a wake-up call from the earth and from the universe of like, what are you going to choose? Are you going to be who you came to be? Are you going to be everything you came to be? Are you going to create more for this earth and this star system, or are you going to fight, and are you going to live in fear? And in my interesting point of view, there is a mass awakening happening on the planet. There was a mass call to adventure this last year of an awakening of like, who do you want to be? Come on, game on. It's wake up call 2020, right? It's showtime, boys and girls. So there's this bigger quest happening, this bigger call to adventure, and then there's these inner calls that when we honor that call, we take our place as leaders on the planet. We take our place as the hero. And I don't mean hero in the sense of like, I'm better than and I rescue people and all of that. But I mean hero in the sense of being your superpowers. And when you consciously see and tap those inner, those those deepest desires inside of you, and you say yes, it will bring you on the ride of a lifetime. The universe will throw itself at you because it is designed to support each one of us entirely in becoming who we came to be, in becoming who we are. And so it really is, hey, let's get up, let's peel off the layers of what you're told to desire, or it's not okay to desire because you might disappoint yourself. But like finding that thing that's really worth the adventure, finding that thing that for those of you who've been around my work for a while, I have this saying, it's like, what would you be willing to be run out of town for? Like that you didn't care if people judged you. You didn't care, if people were like, get out of here. Like, what would you be willing to be run out of town for? That's the kind of quest. The quest has to wake us up. The quest has to be beyond what we've allowed ourselves to be and to create so far. So you might just take a moment looking at your timeline and look at, what have I been questing for my whole life and I haven't acknowledged to myself? What have I really been questing for? Okay, because it's inside of us. If you're on this line, you're a seeker, you're a quester, I know it. But when we come together to play in this game called Quest, it starts February 1st, it goes for 30 days, you're going to have a whole energy of people moving in the direction of conscious questing, of opening themselves up to risk, opening themselves up to the universe, opening themselves up to their superpowers. And I say game on. So I'm going to tell you just a little bit about the game, okay? You're going to get run out of town again. I'm sorry, Marion. I'm sorry. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the program. It starts February 1st. And every day for 30 days, you're going to get a game card. And that game card is going to have a mini quest. You're going to on January 31st is the launch soon, and I'm going to teach you all about the game and how to play the game. And we're going to have an interesting experience of a call to destiny, a call to your power, okay? But every day, you're gonna get clear about your 30-day quest, okay? And then every day, I've designed individual quests to help you on your bigger quest. And you will get to track all of the whispers, because you've got to, once you say I'm in, you have to freaking listen. Like, don't be like me. I mean, like, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it all myself, and then it feels hard, and I'm not actually engaging the universe. I'm not actually talking in any kind of relationship with the universe. So you're going to get a chance to do whisper tracking. And what that does is it actually creates awareness of your intuition. It creates awareness deeper and deeper and deeper of knowing when the universe is talking to you. It's really an awesome and magical process. All you have to do is track. It's really cool. Then, part of your card, you're going to have G-winks and G-winks. So G, I actually call the universe, right? So sometimes you'll say, okay, I want more money. And the universe winks at you, and you go outside, and there's $2 sitting on the street, right? It's like, that's a wink. You can say, I want to make more money, and you notice that your bank account is $1,000 less than you thought it was. Right? And Wink and Wait is basically a new age version of the game called Hot or Colder, right? When we are aligned, when we are in synchronicity with our quest, we're going to get a lot of affirmation. We're going to get a lot of the universe playing with us in ways that are really fun and exciting. The winks. Hi, Allison. Yes, whisper tracking equals intuition listening. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. So the wink is the universe saying, hold. You're left of center, people. Like, you're going off in this other direction. The wink is saying colder, colder. I mean, the wink is saying hotter, hotter, and the wink is saying colder, colder, right? And so through that process, because the wing is actually saying, hey, this is what you need to let go of. This is what you need to clear. It is just as loving as the weight. It is just as powerful, sometimes more than the weight. But most of us have programmed ourselves when the length comes, when the challenge comes, when the quest, when the hero is faced with the biggest challenge ever, right? The hero doesn't go, oh, I don't want to play. No, the hero's like, oh shit, I better do it. I better step up. And what happens in that moment is that the hero discovers he has capacity. She has capacity she didn't even know she had. Because as you go on a quest, as you activate who you are, as it opens up, you become something you didn't know you could be. And you now live in a different reality than you ever lived in before. And it's a magical reality because you have a sense of who you are and you have a sense of what your powers are. And I think some people in the personal growth and development world have kind of painted this picture of, love and light. If it's not all good, then you shouldn't go in that direction. And that is bullshit, people. Like, our challenges are our activators. The wings are saying, good job. But the wings are saying, yeah, we are going to activate some stuff because you're going to have to be more than you've been willing to be to get to the other side of this challenge, right? So, wings and links. And I'm going to save some mysteries in the game card, but the game card is going to be different every day. One other thing I have to tell you about is that every other day you are going to get a chance to quest as an avatar, okay? And I've picked 15 powerful avatars that I think will activate different aspects and capacities of you and who you are, right? How cool is that? So one of the things that gets in the way of us up-leveling and us expanding is our perception of, most of the time, we go through life being us, and we look for things that affirm our personalities, which will actually keep us in the same exact place. We actually, if you want to create something different, you have to learn to look and perceive from different perspectives. So these avatars are designed to ready to embrace your quest. Yes, I got it. I'm doing Marco Polo you today because I haven't responded, but I've been in the think tank over here. I'm so glad you're ready to embrace the quest because I don't know where I was. I get so excited, right? Something about activation. Oh yeah, avatars. So the avatars actually look from different places. They perceive in different ways. And some of them may be really close to who you are. Like one of the avatars is the magician, right? So the magician looks in a particular way, and that magician's sort of close to me. I kind of live my life as a magician. But the magician looks for different things than the scientist, right? And the scientist looks for different things than the billionaire. And so by activating these different avatars, energies, you awaken capacities inside yourself. You expand your perception, and you expand your ability to create. I'm really excited about this part of it. So this, I have to tell you guys, this is the most comprehensive online program I've ever done. There are so many bells and whistles on this thing, you can't even freaking believe it. There's going to be either a live every day or an audio infusion, energy pull, some energy activation, or you'll see me live every day for 30 days. There's going to be 3 Zooms. The first Zoom is on actually a day before, so we can prepare you for your quest. So it's a prep quest Zoom on January 31st. And then we will launch, and there's going to be 3 full Zooms, and I'm going to be in your inbox in some form every day. There's going to be a private Facebook group, but for those of you who are not really loving to be on Facebook right now, everything, the whole program will be stored in another learning site called Kajabi. So it's super comprehensive. It's going to be super fun and like adventurous. right? And it's like, what if we could create from a sense of adventure instead of what a lot of us create from is like, what's wrong with me? What needs to change? I don't like my body. I don't like this. My money sucks. I suck. And then we try to create from that place. Why not create from adventure? Why not create from cool? Everything that's happened in my life is part of my quest, and I just need to wake up to it. I just need to wake up to it. So for the next 5 days, for sure, okay, for the next 5 days, this program will be $78 off. So this program is $199 for the next 5 days. There should be a link coming into the chat space here. For the next 5 days, you can get it for $121. So I invite you to take the call. If this is speaking to you, if this is nudging you in any way, come fucking play. Did I say that? Am I gonna get booted off of here? I don't even know what all the new Facebook rules are. I probably break them without even knowing it all the time. So, would you like to have an extraordinary experience of your magic, of your power? Because at the end of the day, boys and girls, that's what the quest is about. It really, I do not give a crap if you get the money, get the car. I mean, we're going to celebrate that stuff, but what I want to know is that you risk big enough to become who you are designed to become, the true quest of your life, the true thing that you've been questing for is now the time. Because the cool thing is that when we become what we are designed to become, everything that's part of that, you know, if we're designed, if the best way that we can be our potency in the world is to have imagined and that gets to come when we're being us, right? Or horses, or whatever, right? Whatever is part of supporting who you actually are will just show up. So I invite you wholeheartedly. I'm going to come and do some more lives and talk about this because it's really multi-layered. There is a mythical energy in the quest that begins to initiate us. Just even talking about it. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All right, you guys. I will be back probably another time this weekend. I don't know what time yet. I'm going to feel the energy. Probably Sunday, I'm thinking. But I'll let you guys know when I'm coming back. And we'll keep talking this. And remember, for the next 5 days, you can get Quest for $121. How's it get better than that? Change your whole life for $121? Okay. Woo! I love this so much, you guys, because it's fun. It's fun. Like, I literally am starting to feel the universe tapping me with the winks and the winks. And it's like, whoa, there was a wink, there was a wink. It's so fun. It's so fun. So, please join me. Tell your friends, because every good quest requires some good friends, some companions, some allies, seen and unseen. So, let's get your game going. Let's do this thing. Bye for now, you guys.